Alright, so I'm a few days late from talking about this discussion in regards to the recent video that Ethan Klein had made, and it's essentially just him announcing that he's going to be suing a couple of people. Here we are here to talk about it, and who's he suing? Denims, Frogan, and Caseytron. We're here to talk about it, and it's in regards to fair use. It's a fair use lawsuit, and you can make a couple arguments for at least Denims, at the very least, that she tried to make her reaction to the content nuke that H3H3 had made about Hassan a few months ago. You can argue that it was transformative in nature, because if you go and you look for a re-upload of the live stream itself, it's longer than the actual content nuke itself, so she had a lot more things to say about the content nuke than what's actually there within the original video itself. She had a lot of things to say about it in regards to, if you just go and you look for a re-upload of the video itself. Then you have parts of the live stream where she just leaves and goes and does something else.
The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee. And hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Right.
You do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude,
Well,
you should do this.
I have an alternate.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here. Because I'm going to be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
She doesn't really react in any way whatsoever. She doesn't really have any criticisms to make about the video itself. She doesn't really say anything. She's not really reacting. She's not really adding anything to the video. And the same thing can be said exactly for Frogan, who got called out for that explicitly from her chat that Ethan points out in his video.
Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
Don't have anything to say? Dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown and uploaded it to fucking YouTube? Are you gonna make at least one good point? What do you want me to make a point on?
And then Caseytron, who spent more time trying to get high and getting absolutely wasted than actually watching the video and discussing it, and didn't even really know what was going on, to the point where she just says that she's lost the plot. She straight up just admits that herself.
We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Caseytron's. She smoked more than she spoke. Caseytron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes 40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking. She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
So you have these people who arguably aren't using fair use right, then they're going against fair use, they're doing something that is blatantly against fair use, but you could still argue that it's transformative in nature. So what is he suing them for? Well, he's suing them for the fourth factor of fair use, which is in regards to uses that harm the copyright owner's ability to profit from his or her original work by serving as a replacement for demand for that work. So that is what he's suing them for. He's suing them because they're trying to use their live streams, their supposed quote-unquote content, as a replacement for the original work that H3H3 had uploaded onto his YouTube channel that is siphoning away views, which in turn is siphoning away profit that he could have made off of the video itself had they not served as a replacement for his original content. And we know that that's the case, and we know that it's malicious because all three of these individuals straight up just admit that. We have video evidence, we have documented, archived evidence of them admitting this themselves. So what happens after this? Only time will tell when the lawsuit eventually finally starts. But one thing I want to point out at the very end to really, put the cherry on top is Hassan's reaction to all this after the fact. So naturally we have Denims, who goes back on her GoFundMe that she did a while ago, I think like last month, I think it was, where she wanted to use a GoFundMe to sue H3H3 for the stuff in regards to, I think it was like Child Protective Services going to H3's house and how she didn't have any involvement with it. She shuts down that GoFundMe though, and now she started back up again just to go against H3H3 in this lawsuit that he's using against her. Frogan is doing the exact same thing. Casey Tron also said that she's going to sue him as well. So what happened after the fact is that Hassan reacted to it on his live stream, uploaded a video about it, and the video is such an absolute nothing burger. Like nothing of importance is actually even said. In the beginning of the video, he just makes a bunch of assumptions about what the video is actually supposed to be about what Ethan even says in the video itself. And then what does he do? He watches a couple of seconds of the video that he found from a re-upload of like a 2.5 minute clip from the video itself, and he doesn't even watch the whole thing. He doesn't know the context as to why this lawsuit is even happening or the reasons behind as to why he's suing these 3 people in the first place. He just makes up a lot of assumptions, has zero information, refuses to watch the actual original video itself that explains why this is happening, and then he just goes on his tangent afterwards and starts talking about Israel and Palestine for no reason. And then he just wraps the video saying that he's not going to talk about this anymore, and that he's going to stop talking about H3H3. That's literally how the video ends. And it just doesn't add anything to the discussion. It doesn't add anything to the overall topic as a whole, and like his involvement. If he's gonna get involved in any way whatsoever, I would fully expect him to get involved in some way, because ain't no way Frogan Denims and Casey Trot aren't gonna be able to afford it. So it's so funny. It's just so funny how Hassan really doesn't like Ethan Klein, but then he proceeds to just constantly talk about him and will never shut the fuck up about him. And just constantly calling him a Zionist, and just like, that's the whole point of the video. He's just trying to talk about how Ethan Klein is a Zionist, he's this and that and the other and yada yada. Go support these 3 people because they deserve it. Why did they deserve it? I don't know. He didn't really explain it all too well when I was watching the video. He just says that he doesn't want to talk about this anymore. So I don't really have much else to say about this discussion to really like keep the topic going, because I think we all just know what's going on. And I think a lot of us have already made our assumptions about what's going to be happening. And I think all of us have already like chosen our bed. All of us have dug our graves, and we know which side we're going to go for. And honestly, I just have no sympathy for any of these 3 creators that Ethan is suing. Frogan has said multiple times that she doesn't care that soldiers get PTSD, makes references to 9/11, says she's gonna like make a cake referencing the Twin Towers and 9/11. Denims constantly says stupid shit during her live streams, and then just gets immediately disproven every single time. I just don't get it. I just don't get as to why they thought that they can get away with this, and why they thought they can get away with just admitting that they are, committing a crime against fair use. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say about the topic itself. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'm really interested to see what you have to say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked the video, be sure to like. If you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.